Welcome to Dan's Messy Garage. Today I'm working on a 351 Cleveland engine that I pulled out of my 68 Mustang, and I'm going to be figuring compression ratio and how many cc's these pop-up pistons take up and all that. But one of the things I need to know is how many cc's the head gasket is. Now this is just a Felpro 1013 gasket. This is a used gasket. I took it out of the engine, so it's already been compressed. You can go online and find calculators that'll tell you how many cc's that is by measuring the diameter of that circle and the thickness of the gasket. Only these circles aren't perfectly round. They're not perfect circles. So the way to do that is to take a couple plexiglass plates, and I have a hole in them. Both these have a hole, but I put a piece of tape over one. And then I'm going to put grease on the gasket, sandwich it between the two plates, start with a known volume of liquid, put it in there, and measure how much it takes to fill that up. That's your cc's. Now you can do it, not real accurate, but close enough, I guess, with a cheap syringe. This is a 35 cc. You can spend a couple dollars and get a graduated cylinder. This one happens to be a 25 milliliter. Or you can go on Amazon, and for 20 bucks you get this really nice beret or barrette. It's 100 milliliters. And I have it filled up with windshield washer fluid right now. You can use any liquid, gas, oil, thinner, transmission fluid, but I'm just using water or windshield washer fluid. So we're going to start by taking grease and greasing up the gasket so that these plates seal on there good. It doesn't let that windshield washer fluid or liquid leak out. Okay, we got that greased up. And we take our plates. Stay, okay. Take this one. Put that down there. This on top. Now you want to get this hole close to the edge, because we're going to clamp this together and then fill it with the liquid. Now, what would be really nice if I had those fancy spring-loaded powerful clamps. I don't. I have vice grips, and I wrap some tape around the jaws to protect this plastic so I don't score it up real bad. So, I'm going to clamp these together here. Plan that out very well, but you want this to be squeezed all around. Now I might not get super accurate results because I have grease squeezed in between my plates, but we're going to go for it. Okay, so we take our known value of liquid, which is in this case 100 milliliters, and we're going to fill this cavity up and then read how much it took to fill that, and that will be our cc's. Now this is, like I say, compressed gasket, and it's full, and I come up with 12. So it took 12 cc's to fill that cavity. So therefore that gasket is 12 milliliters or 12 cc's, and I can use that when I figure my compression ratio, because the other thing I'm going to do later on is figure out how many cc's this piston takes up. These are pop-ups. They're supposedly about 10 cc's ish, but the ish is the thing. I want to know more exactly. And at top dead center, since that's sticking out of the cylinder, I can't just seal that off and cc it. What I'm going to do is push the piston down like that so that it's just flush. I'm going to measure that distance accurately, not with this. And then I'm going to take and push the piston down into the cylinder that same dimension. And I'm going to, well, I guess first I need to cc it like this, push it down, which is 0.365 inches, cc it again, subtract 2, blah, blah. That's going to tell me the cc's of that. And see, on a flat top piston, or here it is, that's simple, because you can put that down in there, push it flat, cc it, boom, you're done. Now, one thing those compression calculators don't tell you, or don't take into consideration, I guess is the correct word, is the distance between the piston and the wall and that depth right there. In this case, these are 0.35 inches. That first ring is 0.35 inches down. The top of the piston is smaller than the diameter of the bore because this heats up more. But there's a lot of space in here that those calculators don't allow for. Measuring it in the block, the liquid's going to fill that space and give you an accurate reading. So, thanks for watching, and I'll let you know later what I come up with.